I'm Campbell Rawiller and I want to be a jockey. I'm Nick Ferraris and I want to be a jockey.
You want to be a jockey, and actually you guys are from a champion family. Campbell, your father Nash is a champion jockey in Australia, and Luke, your father is a champion trainer in South Africa. A lot of good horses in Hong Kong too. So may I ask you, Campbell, why would you like to become a jockey?
Always when I was young I would go to the races quite a lot and I was quite familiar with a lot of the jockeys. I never really found that I wanted to be a jockey until I was over the age of 13. Mum and Dad never really promote being a jockey to you, the hard lifestyle it is, and dangerous. But no, it just sort of came to me that I picked up a passion. As now I live here, you're so close to the track and the action that you can't help but to love it. Mum, she's always said, if you're going to 100% commit yourself and it's your passion, I can't stop you, you know. People walk across the road and life's too short, you know. If that's what you want to do for your life, go and do it. But you have to be 100% committed, you know.
Before you became a jockey, there would be a lot of training and just like you need some guidance throughout. So how can you manage to achieve your dream?
Lots of hard work and determination. I've been very fortunate from being in Hong Kong to be able to ask questions to some of just about all the world's best jockeys, and yeah, I've found with their guidance it's been helpful, and with watching Dad train it's also been a great advantage for me to know how good way to train and work is.
What do you think of your father?
He's a very hard-working man who will always give 110% at everything he does. He started slow in Hong Kong, and he had many chances to leave, but he stuck to it, and he's worked his heart out to make it here, and he's now starting to do well.
Racing in Hong Kong is never easy, especially for a newcomer. And Nash is, I think the one concern for him is the weight, because he cannot ride the very lightweight horse. So at the beginning, he's quite a struggle about to find a suitable runner.
He's made a lot more contact since he first came. Obviously, yeah, with the weight, it makes it difficult, because usually like when a horse is more in the weights, they've got more chance of winning some of them, and usually they've got the best jockeys on them. It's just, yeah, it's taken him a while, but he's definitely found his feet now.
I found him in an interview. He said thank you to you. What do you do for him?
I just sort of push him in the back a little bit to talk to more trainers and promote himself more, you know, to the Chinese trainers, and we're always talking about the racing, we're both so heavily love it, yeah, we just usually always talking about one horse or another horse, you know.
But for me, I remember when I was 15 or 16, I won't think about racing because there are too many entertainments. So I can go hiking, swimming, surf, waving, and any other sports. But why racing? It's so boring if you talk about horses every day.
Yeah, but when you have a passion in it, like it's so hard not to, you know. Luke would know exactly what I mean. We both just love the racing and love what it is.
Do you have a very specific winner of your father to bring you just like, oh, he inspired you the most, I want to become a champion jockey like him?
Well, I remember when I was about 13, and he had a real great horse called Elstrom. And
winner in Dubai.
Yeah, he went to Dubai, and just watching what a great moment it was for Dad, and just the results he had with him, and like the bond. It was just it was hard not to sort of make me think this is really beautiful at those times. Let's
move on to Luke. So you're from a champion family as well, because your grandfather or your father is a champion trainer in South Africa.
Dad got a move about 14 years ago to come here, So it was a big change because of the different styles in training and all of that. But as far as I can remember, I've always been interested in horses. Ever since I could walk, I've been sitting on a horse. I've always felt better on a horse than on the ground watching it. So
Your father has been very successful in Hong Kong and trained versions of Ring as the horse of the year. And after that, he reached kind of career low because he's just like a few seasons, he just like meet the minimum requirements of the club. How can you support him at that time?
oh, it was a difficult time for us because you know it's hard when you're down here in Hong Kong. It's not easy to get back up, but he's a hard worker. So with determination, he found a way to get us back up, and now we're steady on the log.
So it seems that he don't talk much. He doesn't talk much at the races or even at the track. Is it he's the same at home?
He's a bit loud at home. He'd prefer to work and then show the results than to speak about them.
You can be a very successful trainer maybe in the coming. Why would you like to be a jockey first?
I've had more fun on them than being on the ground, and you know the adrenaline of being on a horse at full speed it's amazing.
Now you guys can ask each other a question about anything. Maybe Luke first.
All right, Campbell, what do you love most about racing?
Well, with my dad being successful in Australia, I've been able to find that he's had some great times in racing, and I've been lucky to share it with him, from seeing his excitedness and I just love, you know, like in Australia where I grew up, it was just always everyone would love the races. Like it's always been a great day out and great also atmosphere when you get the winner, and something I've been brought up in with Dad and Mum. Mum used to be a jockey and track work rider, and it's just always been the family where we'd be with horses, and it's just something I know and something I love.
Okay, your turn.
In South Africa, do you find the racing's different to Hong Kong and Hong Kong and these?
The racing's definitely more. There's a wider range of races. You have your 2-year-old races, like you race them from babies. You know, you get them ready.
Yeah.
Obviously, the money isn't as good, but it's good racing. It's high quality racing.
Now you are in SA Jockeys Academy and you are learning from your uncle. So can you guys just like explain the procedures of how have you learned from them?
Well, I've been very fortunate with my uncle Todd Rawiller. He's grown up with horses, just about, you know. My grandpa, he's had them on horses. I don't even think they could walk yet. Like they've just always been with horses. And my uncle Todd, he's been a jockey. He's been a jockey. He's broken in horses. He's gone to Japan to break in horses, and he's a trainer now. Like his experience levels for me to learn from are just. He's always got an answer for any question I have, and he's just such a great person to learn from. You know, he's not pushing you. He's not stupid with how he trains you. He just comes along with how you're going, and I'm very fortunate to have him as my boss.
Look, lots of champion jockeys are coming from SAJA. Can you tell us about the trainings there?
The training there, it's tough, but you know, it really builds you as a jockey. They never miss anything. They never let you ride a race unprepared. You know, they'd rather take that extra week or two just to make sure you've got everything, you know what you're doing, and so you make sure you're going out there knowing what you're doing, so you're not doing anything stupid or anything you don't know. So it's a very firm academy. You know, they know what they're doing, so it helps a lot. It's a lot easier if you're doing something you love. You know, if you're doing something you love, it's easy to get up 4 a.m. in the morning and go ride racehorses than something you wouldn't want to do. Like, it's definitely better than school.
I'm going to say about a champion. What do you think of a champion in your eyes?
Oh, I believe a champion is someone who's, well, is a real genuine person, you know, like is not someone that believes they're better than anyone else. They just they do what they do, and they do what they do as the best. And a good example is like Joe Moreira, Hugh Bowman, my dad also, like there's just many jockeys like Zach Burton, many, Douglas White. They all just, none of them believe that they're the best, and they don't walk around like they're the best, but they go out race day and they show that they are.
Look.
A champion for me is someone who can, you know, they can ride any horse to their best of their ability, and someone who'd let his actions speak louder than his words. You know, a champion jockey for me is someone who's, you know, ridden those big races. He's a humble person and very good horseman.
I can forecast that in a few years later time, you guys will be a jockey. But what would you like to achieve in the further terms in this racing industry?
I just can't wait to ride my first race, but you know, I'll just take it by step. Then I'll get my first winner, and hopefully I can keep just going through the ranks. I'd love to be a champion apprentice one day, and yeah, obviously I'd love to try to achieve the highest I can go. But I'd love to just make it to the races and you know, do the steps what the best have done.
One day you may beat your father.
Oh, well, it'll be very competitive when it happens, but yeah, definitely love to one day ride in a race with him, and it'll be a dream come true.
Hong Kong is always a dream come true place for all the international jockeys, and now I think there's a trend for every jockeys that they want to be international.
Obviously, you know, it's a big dream to be an international jockey, you know, known around the world. You know, you could go to Australia and people would know your name, Japan, you know, Dubai especially for those big international meetings. That's probably the main goal.
So thank you so much for your time, and hopefully I will see your name on the international stage very soon.
Thank you, Ian.
Thanks, Ian.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.